Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Metro Hall. This is really a wonderful day for our city, a wonderful day as we continue to make our city safer, stronger, and healthier. Now, our highest priority here in everything that we do throughout Louisville Metro government is public safety. And thanks to hard work, innovation, and collaboration, we're seeing some amazing progress. This year, shootings and homicides are down 30%. But we're not satisfied. One life lost to violence is one life too many. There are still too many mornings like this morning when I and others around our city wake up to learn that overnight there was another shooting in our city. One shooting is too many. So while we have great progress, we need to make sure that our momentum continues even faster, that we make even more progress by doing new things in new ways to continue to make Louisville safer. And so to keep this progress going, we recently announced our Safe Louisville plan, our comprehensive crime reduction plan to work collaboratively with community partners to reduce shootings and homicides by at least 15% every year moving forward. And through our community commitment, we recommitted to LMPD's reform and improvement efforts that will make them the most trained, trusted, and transparent police department in our entire country. But LMPD, our Office of Violence Prevention, and the rest of Louisville Metro government cannot do this work alone. We want and need input from the community. So last month, as part of our Safe Louisville plan, as part of our community commitment, I signed an executive order creating the new Community Safety Commission, a forum for community input, engagement, and feedback that will help us implement our public safety and reform efforts. This is a very innovative model, an innovative commission that has two main focus areas, two priorities. One is improving public safety and reducing violent crime. And the second equal focus area is helping us with our continued efforts on police reform and improvement as we implement our community commitment. So to create this commission, we made a call to our community to apply for the commission. And I'm proud to say that the community responded. There were about 200 applications to be on the Community Safety Commission. That just shows the level of interest from the city of Louisville in working together to make meaningful improvement, to make our city safer, and to make meaningful improvement as we continue to work every day with our police throughout the entire community. In Louisville, we're so fortunate to have so many people who are committed to the work of public safety and committed to community engagement. And this is an amazing resource, an amazing group of individuals who are going to help us move forward. So today, I'm proud to introduce to the community the first members of our Community Safety Commission, many of whom are with us here today. The full list we've provided to the media and I believe is on our website now. The majority of the commission is community representatives, representing each one of LMPD's 8 patrol divisions. We have folks who are very young. We've got folks who are more senior and have more experiences in life. We have lots of people who have been involved in many aspects of our community and some who are just getting involved for the first time. We have individuals who have been involved with the criminal justice system in many different ways. That is wonderful, different experiences that we have. We also have representatives from community organizations who have already been doing hard, committed, important work in our community that are now going to have their voices and their organizations' members represented. Organizations like the ACLU of Kentucky, YMCA of Greater Louisville, the Center for Women and Families, the ACE Project, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Clout, U of L Hospital, the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And all of these organizations and individuals are going to be joined by some representatives of local governments. More about the final structure of the commission and all of the new members can be found online on our website. We're so excited to have these individuals and their colleagues join us in this important work we're doing here at Louisville Metro Government to make our city safer, stronger, and healthier. And to help do this work as we move forward, Two wonderful people from my office are going to be staffing this commission as we move forward. Two amazing women who have been working hard in these areas already. One is Megan Metcalf, our Deputy General Counsel, who you'll hear from in a little bit. And the second you'll hear from right now, our Executive Director of Community Safety, Misty Wright, who has been spearheading so many new initiatives through our Safe Louisville plan. Please join me in welcoming Misty Wright.
Thank you, Mayor. I can't wait for this group to hit the ground running. We have 23 Community Safety Commission members, and they're from all different walks of life. People who live in every corner of our city, all ages, people in their 20s all the way up to their 90s, different political persuasions, different work experiences, different education experiences. And as Mayor said, we have many different community organizations and industries represented too. Everything from law, public policy, and advocacy work, all the way to health, education, faith, and so much more. So many different voices, and yet there is one thing that each person has in common. Each commission member cares deeply about making our city safer and about improving relations between police and community in furtherance of that goal. This commission is not intended to be an echo chamber. That's not useful. We need a group of people with diverse perspectives who are willing to engage and to listen and to have conversations and ask questions, and ultimately to collaborate toward that shared goal of making our city safer. And this group fits the bill. Commission members and everyone else who applied, thank you so much for your willingness to serve. I can't wait for what's next. Mayor.
Thanks, Misty. Thank you so much, Misty. And another key partner in all of this work that we do every day is LMPD. The over 1,000 men and women who are working hard to protect all of us and to keep us safe, to work with our community every day. Much of the crime reduction that we're seeing in our community right now is thanks to the hard work that members of LMPD are doing every day and the relationships they are building to help solve crimes when those happen in our community. Just yesterday morning, for example, I joined the Police Activity League, a great group of officers and other staff from LMPD who are working with children in our community in fun events. Yesterday, we did a 5K run in Iroquois Park to help create relationships between our police and people in our community, kids and adults alike. A really innovative program. And we're working to hire so many more police officers that are coming into police work for the first time, that are going to be doing policing in a new way under the leadership of our great police chief, Paul Humphrey. Please join me in welcoming Chief Humphrey.
So first of all, I want to start by saying thank you to all of the members of the commission. We often talk about public safety, but public safety is something that the government does, that the government provides. Community safety is a collaborative effort. It takes all of us working together. Government, advocates, community members, neighborhood leaders. We all work together to form community safety and improve that. The other aspect of this that I'm really excited about is I'm a firm believer that the only way to have good ideas is to have a lot of them. And with this commission, we have the opportunity to share and exchange ideas. Ideas become plans, and plans only function when they have the friction of challenge before they're executed. And so this gives us the opportunity to take ideas, formulate plans of how to execute them, go back and forth with people who care deeply about our community, and make sure that those plans are then executed. That's the accountability mechanism. They are going to hold us as a city accountable to making sure that we follow through on our safety and reform plans. This gives us the opportunity for continuous feedback and improvement of those plans. Ultimately, what this is about is giving more say, more voice to the community and how their city is kept safe. And I'm really, really excited to exchange ideas with this group of people. I know several of the people on this commission already, and we have challenging conversations regularly. And I look forward to being able to do that in a more formalized way so that we can continue to make improvements and keep people safe. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief. And as I mentioned earlier, we're joined by some, but not all of the commission members here today. And we thought it would be important to hear from at least one commission member to talk about some of their experiences and what they hope to accomplish with this new group. So please join me in welcoming a resident who lives in LMPD Division 4, who is also a state senator representing us in Frankfort. Please join me in welcoming State Senator Keturah Herron.
Good morning. And I first want to thank the mayor and his administration for pulling this work together. And I also want to thank the community members who applied for this position. For the ones who did not get it, I just want you all to know that we are going to be doing the work. And as we have heard from the mayor and the chief, we have a lot of work ahead of us. And we talked about that we have seen a reduction in violence. But I want to lift up and bring up today that although we have seen a reduction in violence, we have seen a large increase of domestic violence in our community. We have seen an increase of younger victims and younger perpetrators. And so I want my fellow commissioners to know that that is going to be at the top of my mind as we go through this work. And I know that everyone else is going to have interest as well, but we do have a lot of work to do. And I also want to say to some of the folks that it's going to be our jobs as commissioners to be a bridge. We all have constituencies, we all have a base, and so it's going to be important for those people to come and talk to the commissioners. Let us know what it is that you need and allow us to be that avenue to get the message across. And the last thing I want to say, and this message is to everyone in the city of Louisville and in Jefferson County. I am very honored that Ms. Maddie Jones, at 92 years old, is serving on this commission. Thank you. But I also want to say and be very clear, it is a shame that a 92-year-old woman who has been fighting for justice and civil rights and equity in our city for so long, at 92 years old, has to serve on this commission. So this is my call to all of our leaders that are standing here. This is a call for the community that we have to do better together. We have to come together and make a change and ensure that the citizens of this community that are in their 90s do not have to serve on these things, that we are the ones that are holding up that work and ensuring that they get the rest. But we have to make the change now. And again, thank you. I look forward to serving on this commission. And again, Ms. Maddie Jones, thank you.
Well said, Senator Herron. Thank you so much. And speaking of change and doing things differently so that people like Ms. Jones can take a little rest from community involvement in their 90s, we here in Louisville are doing things differently. And one of the things that we're doing differently is with the community commitment, Louisville's consent decree. When recently the United States Department of Justice dropped their efforts to have a consent decree in our community, we said we are still moving forward with a consent decree, with the community commitment. And one of the commitments in the community commitment is that we will engage an independent monitor to oversee LMPD's continued reform and improvement efforts. Right now, there is an RFP that is out on the street soliciting interest in that. And so to give you an update on that, and before we take questions from members of the media, please join me in welcoming the Deputy General Counsel in the Office of the Mayor, someone who has been working very hard on our efforts to continue to make LMPD an even stronger organization every day, Megan Metcalf.
Thank you all. So one of the core functions of the community commitment, aside from also helping to enhance our Safe Louisville plan, is to regularly receive reports from the independent monitor, who will be working to review and validate the progress on the community commitment that LMPD and Louisville Metro government is doing. We're really excited to get this team in place. Right now, the RFP will close on Monday, August 4th. We are hopeful that we get a lot of very experienced candidates but we welcome all comers to bring what they have to the table. We are looking for a team of subject matter experts that understand all the different aspects of policing and public safety and community values. We want to have people who know about civil rights, about policing, about behavioral health, about investigating sexual assaults and domestic violence reports, about somebody who knows how to communicate with the community itself and to engage them in the process, because that will be the work that this commission will be doing. But we also expect the independent monitor to be sharing their results as they go along. And we hope that the community will be able to see that we are putting forward a trusted and trained expert team to validate the work that we're already doing. Thank you.
Thanks, Megan. Thanks, Misty. Thanks, Chief. Thanks to every member of the Community Safety Commission that already have incredibly busy schedules, but are willing to continue their involvement in our community to work to bring our community together and to make our community safer. And with that, we're happy to take any questions from members of the media.
What are the next steps of the commission? You just announced the members. What comes next?
So the next thing that'll happen is the very first meeting. So we're working, it's not easy to get schedules together. We might not get perfect on that, but we're hoping to have the first meeting in the coming weeks. There'll then be a regular cadence of meetings for the Community Safety Commission. And again, we'll provide staffing support to that. We've got some ideas on issues that we initially want to talk about and get feedback from the commission on, but we also want to hear from them about what they think should be the topics that are being discussed, what information they want to see, whether it's from Metro government, whether it's from LMPD, whether it's from a different agency of Louisville Metro government or down the line. So that will all be evolving with the commissioner's input in the coming weeks.
With the RFP closing Monday, do you have an estimate of when you think you'll be able to have someone hired?
We hope within the next couple of months. We'll provide that. Once we see how many responses we have, it's a detailed scoring approach to that, and so it takes a little bit of time to thoroughly evaluate the RFP responses that we get. So we'll let you know after it closes.
Have you determined how you will measure the success of the committee that you're putting in place?
Sure. The question was about how we'll measure success. I think there are a lot of different ways to measure the success. To me, this is all part of one comprehensive effort to reduce violent crime in our community, to make Louisville safer, and also to get better engagement and better trust with the police department, and to continue to see improvement that's already underway there. And so as we see those metrics continue to improve, to me, that will be the biggest opportunity where we see success of this really innovative, comprehensive approach that LMPD, my office, and members of the community are all working on together. I truly believe that this is a way that communities will be looking to, in the other cities will be looking around the country to Louisville as we move forward. This is the way to bring a community together, to improve public safety, and have law enforcement and the community build trust with one another and work even closer together.
These are the first members. Is membership going to change over time, and how long will people serve on that commission?
So the question was about, I mentioned that these are the first members. Yes, these are the first appointments. We do anticipate having terms, and we will have, whether we add or whether there's some rotation, we're going to work on all of that. But for right now, this is the commission that we're excited about.
How would you say this is different than some of the other initiatives that you put forward to help stop gun violence or just violence in the community?
So the question was about how is this different? We have then some of the other initiatives that we're working on to stop gun violence, and we have many. LMPD is doing many things differently. We have some state partners that are on this commission. Commonwealth Attorney Jarena Weathers, County Attorney Mike O'Connell, where we are collaborating closer than ever before. We're also working with the state's Attorney General Russell Coleman on some really unique initiatives to reduce the amount of gun violence and people who have illegal guns on our streets. So there are a lot of different initiatives that we're doing. What's different about this is that we are bringing together people in a public setting that can really have the important conversations that we all know we need to continue having in our community. that as things improve, we need to keep talking about things that can bring us together. And when there are things that are dividing us, let's talk about them. Let's see how to best address them. Let's have a formal setting where members of the community, where organizations in the community can ask questions of my office, of LMPD, of other organizations that are involved in this to truly bring us together and have better results for everyone. Thank you all very much. We're excited to get going, and thanks again to every member of the Community Safety Commission.